What's up, guys? Coming back again, just chilling and grilling. You know it. Doing another one for you guys. Word up, word to the bird. That's how it is. This is a little different. Well, I always say that. Let's just say this is another non-quad. You see my page? I put, I'm into tech, music, games, all that stuff. Quadcopters included. All the cool, fun stuff. And kind of just really got heavy into the quadcopters for a while, and wasn't really playing any games or doing anything like that. And then I'm still making beats every now and then, still fiddling with that. But I had this one for quite a while. This is pretty cool. What this is, excuse me, guys. What this is a joystick, or I don't, not a joystick. I would say more so a gamepad, game stick. It's what you would probably call a multifunctional gamepad, or I guess multi connectable gamepad. This particular one right here is, as you can see, the box right there. This is a Gamesir. That's the company that makes it, and this is the Gamesir G. It is the Gamesir Gamepad G2 series, and they have two of these ones. They have one that I think is just the Gamesir G2, which they're both the same controllers. It's just the only difference between the G2 and the G2S is the one I got. They both connect Bluetooth by Bluetooth, and I believe Bluetooth is actually the G2. I think that's all that connects it. It might have a like a micro USB port on it that you could, if you have some kind of USB input on the device you're using, you can maybe use it like that. But I think the difference is that the G2 is pretty much Bluetooth, as with the G2S, it's Bluetooth, but they also make it that wireless 2.4 gigahertz, so you get a little wireless receiver with it as well. I'm sure you guys seen those, like the little kind of wireless receivers you get with wireless keyboards. If you'll see my last one, the Logic keyboard, it looks like that, like a little wireless receiver. So that's basically the difference between the G2, the Gamesir G2 gamepad, and the Gamesir G2S series. I believe the G2S, like I mentioned, has the addition of being wireless 2.4 gigahertz. So with that said, let's go ahead and unbox this and show you guys what it looks like. Word up. So it's a pretty cool little package that it comes with. It's like a little, they give you like a little gift box package thing. There's there's the side of it right there. It tells you Android platform, iOS platform, PC platform. So kind of cool, nice little box that it comes with, and it opens pretty easy. You just pretty much lift the top off, it slides off, and voila, there's your contents inside there. Excuse me, guys. Weather's kind of changing around here. It's starting to get kind of cool. Those late fall allergies kicking in. But yeah, there's the contents of it. The box is really cool. The first thing you'll notice on top is the instruction manual. Right there it tells you Gamesir G2S, and there's a little scan barcode scanner thing. And with these controllers, a lot of these Bluetooth, mobile phone, USB, I don't know, Android, iOS controllers, they you can just pretty much hook them up to your devices, play certain games. You have to, a lot of times you have to manually map the buttons to the game that you want to play. If a lot of times it might not even work. There's certain games that might not be controller compatible, so you're out of luck there. But with these controllers, what a lot of these type of controllers are doing now is they're going one step beyond that, and they're developing their own, I guess you could say, applications to go with the controller. So that's pretty cool. They basically, you have a controller and then you can download the appropriate app, whether you use iOS or Android, and then from there, it's just pretty much, an app with games you can download. That a lot of the games in these apps are usually what they call, mapped to these controllers already, or automatically mapped. So you can download the game and sync the controller while you're in the app somehow, and then the game should work fine. And that's, like I'm saying, that it seems like that seems to be the thing with a lot of controllers in this same kind of vein. I was doing some beta testing for a while for a company. I don't know exactly, but the controller was the Eagle Gamepad, and it was kind of like in a similar style to this one. Although I think this one has a few more features to it. The Eagle Gamepad, and then they have a app, the Eagle Gamer app. So you can download that, and a lot of the games, pretty much all the games that are on there are mapped to the controller that you can just download and play. There are some though that are like, they require special touch controls, and the Eagle controller, Eagle Gamepad app, they also have a special touch app, so you can do that with those games that require touch control. You can actually map the touch controls, on your phone or whatever, your touchscreen tablet or whatever, and then map them to the controller, so you can play games that ain't, like, I guess you could say, standardly mapped, that require touch controls. You can map them with that Eagle iOS or Eagle app. It's just the Eagle Touch app, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if these guys have one of those or not, but I've tried a couple games with this controller. I had an older phone, my older LG phone. It didn't really work too well with this controller. It seemed like, and I was kind of upset at first, thinking, this controller, it's not all that. But then once I tried it on some of my other devices, it seemed to work fine. So I'm probably saying that was just due to the older Android 4.12 operating system or whatever it is on the phone. I don't think it was a fully compatible with this controller. And now that I got this Samsung phone, I'm pretty sure this phone will work with it. But let's go ahead and dig into this, and I'll show you guys. So there's your manual right there. You open it, it's got your all your instructions. It looks like there's Chinese part of it, and then if you turn it around, there's all your English part right there. So pretty clear instructions, easy to follow. There's a couple different modes. There's Android mode, Apple mode, mouse mode, X input mode, so you can really get versatile with this controller, and it tells you pretty much on how to Bluetooth connection and how to pair it and connect it to your different devices that you would be using. So it's pretty thorough manual. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else we got here. I don't know what this is. It looks just like a little flyer or something for this company, Gamesir. And then there's something in the back that might be like, I don't know, maybe a warranty card or something for people abroad, because I probably couldn't fill that out. I don't understand the Chinese writing there. Okay, and then the controller itself, it comes, here's the charger cable it comes with, or I guess you could say, USB connector cable, and that's how this controller, I believe, it charges USB charging. So when it's low on battery, you just plug it into a USB port, or wherever you have one of those in your computer, or if you have a little portable USB adapter that you could plug into your outlet or whatever, you can charge it with that. So it does come with pretty decent size USB, whatever you want to call this, is this micro USB cable. So there we go. And so that comes with that. Excuse me, guys. And here's the controller itself, taking the controller out. It's pretty nice size, not huge, but definitely comfortable in your hand, you got your left joystick there, your right joystick there. So your D-pad there, and then if you look close, it's hard to see. Those are the modes. On top right there, that's the little green Android guy. Under it, there's an Apple, so that's if you're hooking up to iOS devices. Above it is the green Android, so that's for Android devices. That's really hard to see because it's like almost clear. Below it is a mouse, so that's if you're hooking up with the mouse input, and below that is the X input. So, so that's pretty much shot of the front of the controller. If you turn it that way, you got your left, your left shoulder button, your right shoulder button right there. So left, left, right shoulder button there, and you also got two other bottom shoulder buttons. So that would probably be like left two, right two. Those ain't really shoulder buttons. I'd probably say more like back buttons. It's pretty cool. You can go like that, and then you got those right there. Let me put that a little bit. So boom, boom. And then, sorry guys, this weather's getting to me. And then you also got, what's cool about this controller is on the top of the controller, you see this little thing, that's what you pull out for your cell phone. So if you're using it with your mobile phone, you can also hook this up to like your USB tablet, your gaming devices like the Ouya, whatever else, Game Stick, all that stuff, But if you also want to use it with your phone and carry your phone along with it, you can go ahead and just pull that up, and your phone locks in there like that, and there you go. It's pretty much a mobile controller. Sorry guys, pretty much mobile controller there, so pretty cool. I don't know what they market this as. I think it was marketed as a Bluetooth mobile, probably smart controller. Definitely cool, right there. I can't wait to try my Samsung phone that I got with it, So that's pretty much it. And on the bottom, you do got these other buttons as well. So, that they're aptly labeled what they are. Select button. And, you can always map them however you want in the games you're playing. If emulator games or even just games in general that allow you to set up controllers like these, you don't have to use your select button as your select button. You can use it as your home button or your start button. You can always map them how you want them. But, I guess for probably, I would assume in regards to their app that they have. And the app they have for this controller is called, sorry, guys, got them throat flurries today. And the app they have for this controller is called the Happy Chick emulator app. So that's the one that you would download on your Android phone or your tablet, your iOS device. And then once you download that, you just go ahead and sync the controller on. And, you got games you could download, and a lot of them should map automatically to this controller. So I'm assuming that for games like that, that's probably what the select button is. And there's your start button, and there's a little home logo, so I imagine that's the home button. So, there you go. Pretty much a good. Let's see if I got any power here. So, I think. Oh yeah, we do. So if you press the home button, the lights go on. So they've got really cool lights. I don't know if you guys could see the little blue light there, and then there's your Y, B, A, X button, and it's blinking now, and it looks like it's blinking in the Android and the Apple mode. So I don't know what that means, but you can set your modes by, I think you press like a certain combination of maybe like it might be home and like Y. Like let's see, okay, see how I pressed home and Y, and now it's blinking with the red one. So I think if I press like home and B, see, yep, now it changed to like the Android and the Apple one. Now if I press home and A, okay, so it looks like, okay, let's see if I can get the X input, home and X. Okay, yeah, so see, now that I press the home and X button, if you'll notice on the bottom, the X input is flashing. So these buttons on the right here, they correspond to your modes. And I'm X I knew was X input, and I'm not sure what Y, B, and all that is. I think Y is your Android and Apple mode. I think B is your mouse mode. I forgot what A is. I think A is your Android and mouse mode, or your Android and iOS mode, but it's without mouse functions or something. I don't know. And X right there is X mode, So if you press home again, like I'll press home and Y, you'll see okay. So now it's flashing red A. So I imagine home and Y is Apple mode. So, that's for iOS. So if we press home and B, hold it in for a few seconds, press it, let go. So it looks like Android is flashing. So, I imagine home and Y might be Apple mode. Home and B might be Android mode. But it's weird. When I press home and A, it looks like it's Android and Apple mode. Like I said, I think that's Android and Apple mode, or Android mode with mouse input, I think, and the other one is without mouse input. I'm sorry. And if you hold the home button again, and press X, you just hold it for a few seconds. You'll see the lights go solid and then flash, and then X input, I think, is for when you're playing PC games. Are using this as a mouse USB controller, I guess you could say a mouse controller. So that's pretty much the functions of this controller. And I believe to power it off, you just press the home button for a few seconds. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and it looks like, yeah, there we go. So that was pretty much a little bit of a, what it looks like. Okay, and they give you quite a few accessories, so that's pretty cool. They don't just send you the controller and there you go. They also give you a OTG, on the go USB cable, so it could definitely work if you're trying to hook it up to your tablet, or if you're even if your smartphone doesn't have Bluetooth, or you have an older smartphone or something like that, or you just want to use that. You got that accessory that it comes with. You have that choice. And they also send you the Bluetooth receiver, if you could. And look at the case. The case is pretty cool. So, it's kind of perforated to fit the controller, so that's where the controller sits nicely in the case. And this little thing, like I'm saying, that's your 2.4 gigahertz receiver. So if you're trying to, not use Bluetooth and you want to do 2.4 gigahertz USB wireless connection like that, or I guess they just call it 2.4 gigahertz wireless. You got it there, and then that bottom part, I believe, is where the OTG cable and the USB charging cable is. So that's pretty much it. Pretty nice controller. It's not the cheapest of controllers. I got it directly from them. I think I had to email their Gamesir customer service sales, and it was like $24 and like $12 shipping and handling, so it might have been like $37. So it's not the cheapest controller, but it's definitely got a lot to offer for the price. You can use it for iOS devices, for Android devices. I forgot what X input is, but I think that allows you to use it for, I think that is the PC input. I don't know if it's X input or the mouse input, but it's like the mouse mode. So if you have games that require mouse input, you can do that as well. And when you activate the mouse input, you use the left and right joysticks as your cursor. So I think it's right joystick is to click, I think, and left is to move the mouse. But one thing with these joysticks, they're not actually clickable. So I think when you're clicking the mouse, you just move up or down, or just move it, So you'll move where you want with your left stick there, and then if you want to click something, you'll just go like that. I haven't really played with that option of it yet, but like I'm saying, definitely pretty cool controller. It'll run you about $36, $37. I've seen them on AliExpress. I think eBay even has these things now. At first, I can only find them through those places, those Chinese mail order places like GearBest and Banggood, and those places didn't have them. And I didn't really want to go through those places, so I just ended up going through the Gamesir customer service sales representatives themselves. So that I found I'd rather support the companies directly if you can, so that's cool. I just actually emailed them, the other day. So I'm kind of inquiring about some other controllers. They had an older one, which is called the AK-47-1, and it wasn't really the nicest looking controller, but what I really liked about it was it was like you just plugged it into your phone's audio jack, so it was pretty much connected by an audio driver, which was kind of cool. I guess it was lag free, pretty much no Bluetooth or wireless or any of that. It was kind of a different kind of technology. So I haven't seen that one around anymore. They don't even have it on their website. And like Vanda Deals and Light in the Box and those places that have it, I can't find it there anymore either. So it might be, it actually was their first controller. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. I might have to look hard, but I definitely want that one. And then they got a new one, which is called the Gamesir G3. It looks really cool. Kind of looks a little bit different than this one. It's not so, it's more like a PlayStation kind of shape, like that kind of, shape instead of this controller gamepad kind of shape. And it looks cool, so I inquired about that one. The only thing with that one though is I don't know if it has the phone holder like this one does. I really like that because you can use this for your mobile phones, for your smartphones. You don't just have to use it for other devices. That one, their new one, I'm hoping it does, which it'll make it really cool. But being the fact it looks kind of like the PlayStation controllers, I'm not sure if it has that for the mobile phone holder or mobile phone clip. But I did inquire, so we'll see if they get back to me. But yeah, there you have it. This is the Gamesir G2S. There is two versions, a G2 and the G2S, and I think the only difference between the two is the G2S comes with the wireless receiver as the G2 don't, and there is a difference in price. I think the G2S, if you want to get this wireless, I mean, I don't know if you can actually just get one of these wireless receivers and it'll work. I mean, people might have a few of these things, from other devices they've got, or I don't know if they're specifically tailored to go with the certain device they come with. But, I do think it was about maybe $8 or $9 more to get the G2S version instead of the G2. But yeah, pretty dandy little controller. Like I said, I haven't used it as much. Kind of threw me off when my older phone wasn't really compatible with it. But I did use it with the Ouya quite a bit and my Chewy tablet, and I seem to have pretty good success with it. And now that I got my Samsung phone, I might actually have to, give it a whirl and play with it a little bit. But yeah, this is the Gamesir, Gamepad G2S or G2S Gamepad. I don't know where you can find it. Really, you just probably got to look around. Like I said, I'm thinking Banggood has it now. Actually, I did see it at Banggood or GearBest, and I think I've even seen it on eBay. But I'm not sure which model it is. I don't know if I seen the G2S. I think I only seen the G2. So you'll have to look around, and as always, you can also just if you want to look these guys up, I just type in GameSir on Google, and they have a website that you can go to and look it up, and it'll tell you about them, and they have their customer service sales email right there. So if you're interested in something, just give them an email and say, hey, I kind of want to check out one of your products and let me know what's up. And that's how I did it. I actually did it through, I think it was AliExpress. I filled out a form, and they didn't hit me up right away. It took them about, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. And then I finally got the email. So I just followed through. And they do take PayPal. They sent me a PayPal email directly. And I just went ahead and did that. And, it took about 2.5 weeks. I wasn't expecting it to get here right away. I order a lot of stuff from overseas, and I know, the shipping isn't the fastest all the time, but nevertheless, there you have it. That is the Gamesir G2S Gamepad. Like I said, it has a emulator app you can download for it, and then you got access to tons of games that work with the controller, and you can even, connect it to your smartphone or any device you're using, and try to use it on other games. I mean, a lot of games too that ain't in the app or listed. You can just trial and error. I've got a couple games to work that just by trying them that ain't listed in the apps or anywhere. So, it's hit or miss with a lot of games, really. But yeah, just give it a whirl, cool little controller, something fun to play with, games, technology, music, and all those cool things. That's what I like. But there you have it. Gamesir G2S Gamepad. All right, take care.